And once again, we're back with 04.08, talking about the extended family. So, more people than just mom and dad. So, this one, that's a little bit more vocab. Now, we know mother and father and parents. Grandfather and grandmother, same application, mother, father, right? Grandmother is mother's mother, for example. And you would do this, grandmother. So mother comes up and touches the chin, doesn't bounce off. Mother sticks to it. That's mother. Grandmother comes off once. Okay, so grandmother, grandfather, mother, father, grandmother, grandfather. And technically, great grandmother, great grandfather. You will still see some people do this, grandmother, grandfather, because that's the old sign. Granddaughter and grandmother. The way I see it most often done is grand. So finger spelled grand, and then daughter, mother, son, or grandson, and grandchildren. In-laws, just law. Cousin. Cousin is neutral. It's right by the ear with a C, cousin. You can specify with a male cousin, female cousin, if you wish. Aunt and uncle. A in a circle, and a U in a circle. Again, keeping the hemisphere the same. Female, female, male, feminine, masculine. Niece, nephew, right? So it's an N, and you just sort of wave it. Now, it seems a little chilling. Hopefully, you don't have to discuss these kind of things too much, but still alive, or so if I'm talking about like dead or gone, and death is one hand's facing up, one hand's facing down. Usually, it's the active hand, the dominant hand is facing up, and then you flip them both. But if you want to say gone, so still alive means living. Alone or alone. A lot of people do it this where it's just sort of swinging. You're all alone on the swing set, right? Alone, meaning like widowed or a widower. Become old, become. So palm to palm is Holy Palmer's kiss, right? Palm to palm, and then you reverse. So right hand's on top to left hand's on top, or left hand's on top to right hand's on top. I'm right-handed, so my right hand would be on top, like with school, and it's become. Or just if you extend the sign for old, he's like, he is now old. Right? We've seen this. I've signed this before, but it's these 90 degrees right, correct, versus wrong. A lot of these would come up in conversation much more often, so we would have looked at them before. Now, this is going to become much more important. We've talked about your, this possessive pronoun or possessive adjective. It will start to become more important as we start expanding the role of the family. All together, meaning like we all got together. So this could be a lot of people come together. Like this year, Christmas, like you're drawing half a wreath. And oldest, we talked about ranking family members. So oldest, oldest. It's also used to be a sign for goodest, best. You'll see this for best, best, best. It's and est, meaning gooder, badder, stuff like that. Is usually this going up, like thumbs up versus thumbs down kind of thing. So oldest, oldest. Okay. So now it's going to become important. This is the goal of the chapter, to be able to have this conversation. So you're going to have to either find a partner to practice with, hopefully you've been chatting with someone, or sign both sides yourself. Notice I did that contrastive structure, brother, sister, little turn, little turn. Oldest, right? Oldest. And then back your father have brother, sister. Same thing. Your father, oldest, boom, 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 or boom, 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 or however many. So now we can start changing that. If you know that your dad has 2 brothers, 1 sister, then you can say, oh, means you have 2 uncles, 1 aunt, right? So start playing around with how you can interpret that information. What are other ways of saying the same thing? And that helps a lot. And it's just a matter of I would recommend jotting it down and signing what's there as opposed to doing it from memory. I find that 2-step process locks it in much better. So conversation 3 includes a whole ton of vocab and all of the concepts we've been talking about. So if you watch that, whenever it changes the perspective, it's always weird. Now notice that he's doing the possessive pronouns or adjectives. Your, towards who you're talking about. Eyes are there. Grandmother, grandfather. Still alive. Still alive. So your. It's coming towards the camera, towards the person you're signing to. If you're looking at this person, I do it this direction, then it's third person, right? There, right? So, and then there are 3 mini dialogues with some questions, and I put the answers in. So, and again, you've got the whole dialogue right here. The questions are the next scene, or next slide, and then the answers are there. And then a recap of the vocab. So again, it's a few more things to add to your practice vocabulary. And then there are all the videos right there.